Hello, my love. Good day. Today, I want to continue on a conversation that hopefully you saw last week. I'm not sure if the video is going to be ready or not because the video is compromised, but the audio is fine. So hopefully I was able to put some visuals up over that. But this video is related to it in the sense of that one was about forgiveness. This one is about holding on to things that are important versus holding on to things that aren't. And so as we go along the journey of life, as we're pushing through, there are things that we tend to kind of forget about, or we allow other people to kind of tell us not to do these things. And I want to talk about it. So the first thing is, don't let go of, don't stop being delusional. Don't stop thinking about that big dream. And when I say don't stop being delulu, I don't mean like limerence and holding on to romantic situationships and what could have been. I don't mean that. I mean, when I say delusional, is having goals that are so outrageous or that stretch you so much that you don't really believe them in your core. But I want you to start to believe in them, because what's the worst that could happen? You shoot for a crazy big goal, like I want to be a billionaire or a millionaire. What if you end up being somebody who makes multiple six figures, 500 grand in a year in your business? What if you shoot to be a millionaire and you become, a billionaire and you become a millionaire and change the whole trajectory of your life? What if you shoot for that half marathon or that marathon, and even though you don't get to the actual marathon, but you become a runner in the process and change your whole body, your whole mind, and the discipline? Being delusional, what do they say? It's not delusional once it's done, because once you do it, it's not delusion anymore. So keep on holding on to those dreams, no matter how ridiculous they are. I'm not saying to overstretch yourself, but believe that it is possible, because if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And I know that's so cliche, but it's the truth. If you can believe it and put that work in, that would be the second step, the major part people miss. Putting that effort towards it too, not just the dreaming part, but like being delusional, but then doing something towards that delusion, your life will change. Understanding that in your brain, if you have this delusion, this dream, and you're going after it, your body, your mind, your subconscious is going to conspire with to be able to bring that to fruition. The second thing I would say is, don't give up on love. Hold on to your self-love. I know there's some people who don't fully believe this, but I am somebody who I believe now, I think I believe this more than ever, is that I don't fully believe you can love someone if you don't love yourself first. Now, I know there's a lot of things going on. I'm not trying to argue in the comments. Whatever your belief is, that's great, because I'm not fully on that side of the fence yet, fully convinced. But based on what I've journaled about and I kind of reflected on and what I've seen and what I've experienced, I didn't fully love a lot of people I have loved in my lifetime until I started loving myself. And so I encourage you not to hold or not to let go of your love, your self-love, and then the love for others. Because the more you love yourself, the more love you can give to the world, the more love that is going to be available to you. Because you have this confidence, this radiance about you, people are attracted to that, people are drawn to it, and more opportunities come to you. But the freedom, the joy, the love that is presented when you can love yourself, it's magnetic. The third thing I would say is hold on to hope. A lot of us have stopped hoping. We went through all these different things in our lifetime. We've experienced traumas, griefs, heartache, and we stopped hoping. We stopped believing that there is more available to us. And I would say hope/faith that God will deliver, faith that what you're going through, it is for a reason. And I don't like to do the toxic positivity thing, even though it's how I approach my own life. I don't like to spread that to everybody, but I kind of like to approach my life that way, that if I'm going through this, this is a lesson, this is a blessing, this is something that I'm learning from. It's not for any reason. Like the heartbreak was not for no reason. The grief, the sickness, it wasn't for no reason. It could have been to shake you up so that you pivot back towards a healthy lifestyle. It could be to get you out of a relationship that you've been stuck in or trapped in, and so I try to see those things as lessons. And I've mentioned this plenty of times when it comes to failure and things like that. I like to look at my life as a lesson. That's why I call it this journey, and that's why this page, I always say this YouTube channel is about falling in love with your journey. So really focus in, really holding on to the hope and to the faith that things are going to work out, that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, that you are not too late, you are not broken, you are right on time. The fourth thing, and this bridges on from what we just talked about with number 3, is fall in love with the journey. fall in love with the journey. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I always say we're here for a flicker. And there's so many things that we can experience and so much joy we could have if we start to fall in love with the process. Hold on to the lessons of the journey. There is wisdom in being a woman. I'm not saying, there might be men watching this, and I'm not saying men don't have wisdom, but being a woman, we are the people, the caregivers, we are the nurturers, we are the ones who hold the stories and the wisdom for the next generation. And if you could fall in love with your process and start paying attention to your life as if, not, I don't want to say you're reviewing your life, but just paying attention to your life in that way, like you would a movie, or if you write reviews or you read reviews. Oh, dang, this happened today, but you know what? I'm still here. I didn't really like how I approached this thing or how I didn't do this habit that I said I had, but that's okay. I'm going to get better later today or tomorrow. It's being able to kind of do those, not checks and balances, but being able to see your life, see where it's going, see where you've been, so that you can move forward. You know, they say history repeats itself and all these different things. It's because people don't always learn the lessons that they were intended to learn along the process. And if we could start holding on to those lessons and keeping them with us so that we can go forward in a major way or small steps, it changes our whole lives, I'm sorry. And you get to be an example for other people too. If you have children, if you have a spouse, a significant other, a business, you have people who you are managing or you are leading, you are helping to lift up, they will see that in you. These are the things that I really challenge you. I really encourage you to hold on to for the rest of the year. This is January is done. At the time of this video, it should be February when you're watching this, or maybe the last day of January. It's done. We're going into February already. Hold on to the things that light your soul on fire, that make you excited, that ignite you, that make you feel magnetized, that you are drawn to. Don't hold on to the crap, the junk, the stuff that's been holding you down, even if it feels good. And this could look like alcohol. This could look like eating bad. This could be toxic relationships. This could be speaking ill of yourself. This could be not being delusional, saying that, oh, it's not for me because that girl did it doesn't mean I can. But no, switching those thoughts that girl did it, so that means I can too. Start holding on to the good. And I'm not saying don't reflect on the bad, but if you're going to reflect on the bad, look at it as a way to learn from it and grow from it, not to sit in it for long periods of time. And that's all I have for this video. Keep holding on to the good. Keep holding on to the lessons. And I'll see you in the next one. The next one should be a vlog, I'm pretty sure, or at least a pack and prep, because I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. So if you are someone here who likes to watch my cruise vlogs, look out for that one. I'll see you in the next one. With all my love, Lana.